Top of the first, we are underway here from Ellensburg. The Wildcats taking game one, 8-0. And they will send Izzy Womack to the circle in game number 2. Womack starts things out 1-1. And that one misses. It is 3 balls and 1 strike to the leadoff hitter, Alex. So not a whole lot of changes in either lineup. The Wildcats are, as a matter of fact, 8 out of the 9 players in the field are the same. Womack, the only change in the circle. For Simon Fraser, the only change is Katie Zagari at the designated player spot, and she is hitting 4th. And she gets her swinging for out number 1. First baseman number 18, Hannah Finkelstein. Womack on this season, 5-3, fires over a strike there. Chop foul down the third base line. In the air to right, Hampson right there for out number 2. Shortstop number 16, Hannah Boulanger. Boulanger at 313. It's upstairs, 1-0 to open the at-bat. Make it 2-0. Wildcats put up some crooked numbers in game number 1. 5 in the second, 2 in the third, and then they tacked on 1 more in the fourth to make an even 8. And Boulanger's got her first hit of the ball game right back up the middle. The inning will extend. And that'll bring up Katie Zagari. Designated player number 8, Katie Zagari. Simon Fraser had just one hit off of Rainey Harris in game one. That hit coming from Alex Ogue, the third baseman. She walked in the first and picked up a hit in her second time around. Count is 1-0 to Zagari. She's at .319 on the year. It's outside, 2-0. It'll be 2-1, fired over at the knees. Two and one count to Zagari. It's outside, 3 balls and 1 strike. Womack picked up the win in game number 2 yesterday. Wildcats took care of it in the bottom of the 7th with a walk-off win, and that'll be a walk for Zagari. So Blanchet moves up to second, and there are 2 aboard with 2 down on the inning. Second baseman for 5, Rebecca Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick wore the collar in game number 1. 0 for 1. She did draw a walk, one of just 3 base runners. Womack winds and delivers. It's a ball, 1-0. One and one catches the outer half. Gio DePietro going to be playing for the sweep in this one. A sweep for the Wildcats really helps in the standings. It is the difference for Central for being +2 in conference play, as that one's over for a strike. And at 500, they're currently 6-5. Two balls, 2 strikes count. We have 2 outs and 2 aboard here in the top of the first. 2s everywhere. A chopper down the third base line and foul. Seaton chasing after it. But to no avail. That'll get over near the bullpen fencing. Try the 2-2 one more time. 3-2. Runners are going to be off. Payoff pitch. Gutter looking. Kirkpatrick thought she had ball 4, but instead it is a backwards K into the ledger for her. Simon Fraser leaves 2 stranded. It's 0-0 as we head to the bottom of the first. Bottom of the first, Harley Carpenter leading things off for Central. In game number 1, she was 2 for 2, a run scored, and 2 driven in, and she's facing Michaela Benz in the circle. Benz made a relief appearance yesterday. Game number 1 gets the start here in game number 2. Carpenter yanks that one down the first base line in foul territory. And it'll be nothing but a lazy strike, 0-2. That was right over along the fence. I don't know if it caught the overhang on the dugout or what. And there is a small overhang on these dugouts at Central Washington. Not a whole lot of space. Just 6 or 7 inches, but it's enough to cause some issues with any ball hit near the dugout, near the end of the dugout, over near the fence line. 0-2 count on Carpenter. On the ground is short. Belanger to first. Carpenter is retired. 6-3. There's one gone. Center fielder number 20, Allie Thiessen. Yeah, that'll bring up Allie Thiessen, the Wildcats center fielder. Oh, and 1 the count. Back up the middle, and that one squirts through the infield. Thiessen with the Wildcats' first hit of game 2. First baseman number 18, Brooke Jordan. Jordan at 304. She was 0 for 2 in game number 1. Did work a walk, however. And behind her is Alyssa Bentagen, who is now riding a 17-game hitting streak. The count is 2-0 on Jordan. That one's over for a called strike. Fouled away, Jordan after that one. The count's 2-2. Now Rainey Harris, now 6-7 on the season. That is upstairs, and it floats high. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Her ERA now down below 4. A pair of good outings for her on the weekend. A 3-hitter yesterday, a 1-hitter today. Should be an easy lock for GNAC Pitcher of the Week. This is on the ground of Belanger. 6-4 to 3. Twin killing. Second one turned on the afternoon for Simon Fraser. We'll be back for the top of the second after this. Top half of the second inning, Janique Balkin leading things off. In game number 1, she was 0 for 2. As were most of the members of the Simon Fraser lineup. Just the one hit allowed by Rainey Harris. That one's called the ball 1-0. And that one misses 2-0. It's 3-1. Hitters count, and it's ball 4 outside. So Balkin draws a leadoff walk. And that'll bring up Chelsea Hotner. Left fielder number 3, Chelsea Hotner. Hotner had a pair of catches in left field for Simon Fraser defensively in the opener. Now looking to do a little bit of damage at the dish. Nobody out after the leadoff hitter gets aboard with a walk. And it's 0-2. Womack finessed that one in there, and she is in the driver's seat. Starts outside, stays outside, tried to backdoor it. 1-2 the count. Two and two, a very nice pick there by Alyssa Benthagen. Got it with the glove first, but the body wasn't far behind. I don't think that ball was going anywhere. It keeps Balkin stationary over at first. It was a bit of a tough day for the catchers yesterday. 3 combined pass balls. To second, Carpenter bobbles it. Going to have no play but at first. And she retires Hotner for out number 1. Balkin advances to second, and that'll bring up the catcher, Georgia Ogue, with 1 down. Catcher number 4, Georgia Ogue. Womack 5-3 on the season, ERA in the mid-4s. Trying to bring that down a little bit. That whip was probably a little bit too high for what she and Joe DiPietro would like to see. Currently a whip of 196. A lot of walks for Womack over the course of this season, trying to settle that down. Foul territory, Jordan's going back, and it'll fall harmlessly to the ground. The strange thing with Izzy Womack is despite the 4.86 ERA and 196 whip, opposing hitters have really struggled at 269. Here is the 0-2 to Georgia Ogue. Chop foul. It'll stay 0-2. 19 strikes and 38 pitches, sitting at 50% for Womack. Ooh, George Oak thought about going after the changeup and held off. It's 1-2. That was a pitch I could never throw. From Little League through high school, could not throw a changeup. Here's the 1-2. A chopper. King can't get it. Under the glove, and that'll go as an E6. Balkan advances its runners on the corners. Center fielder number 12, Megan Duclos. Now that play is going to be under review in my mind here for a minute or two. Squaring around, pulling back, runner going. Got her by a mile. If the tag's there, it's not. McKenna King couldn't get the tag down. She was in front of the bag, and now it's runners on second and third. Called a strike. 0-2 the count on Megan Duclos. Right at the Mendoza line at 200. Now the 0-2 from Womack. In the air on the right side, Carpenter. That's not going to be deep enough to get the run in. But it will be out number 2. It's back to the top of the order. And Womack a chance to escape damage. Third baseman number 7, Alex Ogue. Benthagen goes out to have a chit-chat with her battery mate. Maya Seaton skips her way to the bag at second. Home plate umpires coming out. And he's got about just as much patience as me when it comes to visits to the circle. First pitch to Ogue. At 481 on the season, it's ball 1. Benthagen keeps it close, almost daring Balkan to try to advance from third. Although Balkan was camped out on the bag. And gone the outside corner, 1-1. Outside, tried to go to the same spot, but that's just a little further off the plate. That is going to be foul, says the third base umpire. And the count's going to be 2-2. That was couldn't see when that ball hit the ground. It held up a little bit longer than I thought it did. And Simon Fraser's third base coach is getting a warning, Stacy Fournier. She was pretty upset about that foul ball call. Count is 2-2 on Alex Ogue. Yeah, it's correct on the scoreboard. We're good. Still 2-2. Okay. Here's the 2-2. Outside, 3-2. Bentagan tried to bring it back. Here is the payoff pitch to Alex Ogue. All four misses just upstairs. And the bases are going to be loaded. First baseman number 18, Hannah Finkelstein. Well, normally they say the ball doesn't lie, whatever the next play after a questionable play is. But there it seems like the ball may not know either as Ogue draws the walk. Two down, Simon Fraser still threatening. It's 0-1. Womack powers that one in over the outer half. High and deep and foul. Nothing but a long strike. It's 0-2. And another one foul. Finkelstein staying alive. Womack one pitch away again from getting out of the second. Flare down the right field line. Hampson giving chase. Not going to get there. We'll reset, try it again. 3 straight foul balls in this at-bat. And it just misses. 1-2. Here's the 1-2 from Womack. Fly ball to right. Hampson to her left. And she's got it. Simon Fraser strands 3 more. And we head to the bottom of the second. Still 0-0 when we return. second. Alyssa Benthagen leading things off. 3:45 for the Wildcats catcher. And it is 2-0 to the Wildcats backstop. Riding a 17-game hitting streak. And that'll be a 6-3 ground out to get things going in the bottom half of the second inning. Third baseman number 11, Maya Seaton. Seaton at 333. And opens the at-bat with a strike. Chop foul. It's 0-2. Seaton tried to drop down a bunt. Down the third baseline and fair, just fair. And Seaton will be retired with a strong throw from Alex Ogue. And with two down, it's McKenna King. Shortstop number 6, McKenna King. And the Wildcats, for the second straight inning, go down 1-2-3. Top of the third, coming up after this. Leads things off for Simon Fraser here in the top of the third inning. Both offenses have been stymied so far for the first 2 innings of work. It's 0-1. Boulanger at 323. Had a single in her last at-bat. That one's hit a long ways foul. Turned on it. Had to rotate the entire body to do so, though. Out ahead of that one. 0-2 count. Weak grounder to the right side. Carpenter. Oh, and she throws it away. Almost 2 errors at Boulanger. Advance, but it's just the one. Charge an E4. Designated player number 8, Katie Zagari. And here's Zagari. Drew a walk in her first plate appearance. And Womack misses upstairs, 1-0. This will be pitch number 60 for Womack. "33 strikes as it stands. Make it 34. Seaton, 5 on a long underhand. It's a fielder's choice for Zagari. Boulanger is out on the play, and there's one down for Kirkpatrick. Second baseman number 5, Rebecca Kirkpatrick. That is an unfortunate spot for Seaton to pick that ball up, and especially moving towards the bag. Really isn't a clear way to go, whether you go under or over. This is lifted down the right field line. Into foul territory is Hampson. Zagari will jog back to first. And the catch is made for out number 2. Oh, the home plate umpire, look out. He almost walked right into Balkin. Right fielder number 23, Janique Balkin. Balkin after the first pitch, and she's got herself a single. Rounding second and holding is Zagari. And with 2 outs, a little life for Simon Fraser. Left fielder number 3, Chelsea Hotner. Two away here and 2 on. Still 0-0. Womack fires that over for a strike. 0-1. The Wildcats will be on the road next week down in Turlock. That pitch stayed up in the zone, and it got crushed to right. See ya! That was a hang me, bang me. And Chelsea Hotner took advantage of it. A 3-run big fly. Well, 2-out offense from Simon Fraser. Catcher number 4, Georgia Ogue. Yeah, that one stayed up, and that's not where you want to leave a pitch. Three runs on 4 hits so far for Simon Fraser. And the worst part for Izzy Womack is all those runs were unearned. The inning should have been over, but the fielding error prolonged it. One 1-0 now to Ogue. Call the strike, 1-1. At the letters, 1-2. Georgia Ogue not liking that one. Check swing, and everybody's asking everywhere. Benthagen pointed to first. The home plate umpire went to third. The count's 2-2. It is such a reflex as a catcher to point to first because most hitters are right-handed, so I get it. Been there, done that. Here's the 2-2. Upstairs, 3-2. The worst is when you have a two-man crew and somebody checks swings, and then you point to second knowing that the umpire really at second has no idea what's happened. You can't see that from there. You're just guessing as much as the home plate umpire at that point. This is on the ground at first. Should be out of the inning, and they will be. Jordan takes it herself. Simon Fraser gets 3 on the big 3-run home run from Hotner. 2 hits and 1 error on the inning. They lead at 3-0 as we head to the bottom of the third. Well, here's Jillian Hampson, 2 for 3 with a run scored and an RBI in game number 1. Her average now up to 268. It has ballooned to almost 200 points higher than it was a few weeks ago. She's been swinging the stick well. Yeah, that one's in the dirt, 1-1. That's a called strike, 1-2. Two balls, 2 strikes to Hampson. Jillian Hampson, the younger sister of Central's former baseball player Justin Hampson, and she's got a little oppo flare. That is her 3rd hit of the day. And the Wildcats' leadoff hitter is aboard. Designated player number 9, Ashley Laver. The first hit of the ball game for the Wildcats. Benz had managed to cruise through 2 innings perfect. And that one's fouled away by Laver. Almost every swing with Ashley Laver, you can hear the bat hit her back. That's got to be rough. That's a long swing. Here's the 0-1. In the air, shallow right. Kirkpatrick drifting back, and she's got it. Hampson forced to stay over at first. There's one gone. Left fielder number 15, Carson Decker. Struck well into left, playing shallow was Hotner. Hampson routing third. She is going to score. It is an RBI double. Now that's the riskier run, playing shallow like that. And now it's back to the top of the order. Second baseman number 25, Harley Carpenter. Central starting to chip away at the deficit. Misses outside, 1-0. They've got Decker caught in a rundown. She's safe! The tag at third was late. Runners on first and third now with one out. Center fielder number 20, Allie Thiessen. Michaela Ben's throw was to the near side, the home plate side of the bag. And that slowed the tag down for Alex Ogue over there at third. Decker slid in underneath it. 1-0 the count. That one gets away. Decker's in. Time's called as the plate's got to get cleaned up. Everybody advanced there. Count's going to be 2-0, and it looks like a change is going to be made, so we'll take a timeout. So Zakarchuk is going to be on in relief again. Third relief appearance for her in this series. And she assumes a 2-0 count with Harley Carpenter on second. And she has to deal with Allie Thiessen. Starts Thiessen out with a strike. You don't see too many mid-count switches, but we've got one here. And Thiessen fouls that one off, so Zakarchuk comes in, immediately evens up the count at 2-2. If you're Tina Andriana, you can't ask for much more. Fouled away, Thiessen fighting it off. Georgia O keeps it close. Count runs full at 3-2. Fisted. And that's going to fall. Rounding third and heading for home is Carpenter. She slides in safe. And it's a 3-3 ball game. First baseman number 18, Brooke Jordan. That was off the hands, and it just fell in between everybody. That one is ball one to open the at-bat. Another one off the hands, going up the ladder to get it. A nice double play there. Rebecca Kirkpatrick climbing the ladder to get the line drive, and that'll end the inning. But it is tied 3-3 as we head to the top of the fourth. Fourth inning, Womack back out for Central, and she will face Megan Duclos, who is at 194, that average dipping down below the Mendoza line. First pitch, a ball, 1-0. A seeing eye single there, past the glove of Seaton and the diving glove of King. Leadoff hitter aboard. Back to the top of the order. Third baseman number 7, Alex Oak. Saw a couple of Central alumni down there hanging out. Savannah Egbert, former third baseman for the Wildcats, and Taylor Furleman Stone. Runner going, the throw from Benthagen is again just on the second base side, a bit too far. And Duclos got the stolen base. This is on the ground on the bunt. Womack, no play. It's a bunt single for Alex Oak. Runners on the corners now with nobody out. First baseman number 18, Hannah Finkelstein. Finkelstein, 356 on the season and a chance to take the lead. Upstairs, 1-0. 75 pitches for Womack, 43 of them strikes so far. Here's the 1-0. In the air, and that should be deep enough to get the run home. It's going to do more than that. Duclos is going to score from third. Og is going to have to hold up at third. It's an RBI double. Shortstop number 16, Hannah Boulanger. And it looks like Alyssa Benthagen is going to go out and have a chit-chat with her battery mate here. 7th hit of the ball game for Simon Fraser. They had 15 against Womack yesterday, and there's action now in the Wildcats bullpen. A right-hander starts to loosen. I believe it's Rainey Harris. It's either Harris or Miller. First pitch to Boulanger. It is high, it is foul, it is out of the baseball field. She turned on that one, but turned on it far too early. That one misses. It's 1-1. Still nobody out in the inning. That's going to be down for at least one run. Og is going to score. Finkelstein rounded the bag and is going to have to hold up. Runners on the corners now. And time called. The designated player, number 8, Katie Zagari. Looks like Simon Fraser might make a change here. My guess is Andriana will run for Boulanger at first, and she will.
Decker's getting dragged into pictures with the alumni.
Starting at 21st, number 24, Avery Barker. So Barker runs it first.
No, I need it. 23rd. Don't tag her, please. That's my job.
First pitch to Zagari outside, 1-0. So Simon Fraser opting for a little more speed on the base path here. Already a 5-3 lead. They've picked up 2 in this inning. Two and 0 to Zagari. Here's the 2-0 offering. It's in the dirt. Benthagen with a nice pick. Makes it 3-0, however. A walk would bring up Kirkpatrick. And the 3-0 over for a strike. It's 3-1. A dribbler to third. Seaton makes the throw. Parker advances to second. Finkelstein forced to hold. Second baseman number 5, Rebecca Kirkpatrick. And here's Kirkpatrick at 362. Ducks on the pond. And that saying actually came about in the 1930s and 40s. The Washington Senators play-by-play man used it first, I believe. Oh, 0-1. Inside, Kirkpatrick thought about dropping the elbow into it, but held off. She's not wearing the armor, so that would have stung quite a bit. Plus, driving in runs is way more fun than getting hit by a pitch. 2-1. Two across already for Simon Fraser on the inning. They lead 5-3. They have 8 hits in the ball game. They had 15 yesterday. That one's laced foul. Off the fencing, and it caroms down the line. Two ball, 2 strike count. A strikeout would be a big out here for Central and Womack. 3-2. Kirkpatrick followed that one in. Payoff pitch. Three-two. And that'll be a swinging foul there off the foot. Try the payoff pitch one more time here. That struck well into left center. Thiessen's not going to get there. 1 run is going to score. 2 runs will score. It's a 2-run double for Kirkpatrick. And it's 7-3. Joe DiPietro's coming out, so it looks like the Wildcats are going to have a pitching change. We'll take a timeout. We'll be right back. One away, and Laver will face Janique Balkin. Swinging first pitch, popped up left side. King drifting back and calls off Seaton. 2 down for Chelsea Hotner. Left fielder number 3, Chelsea Hotner, who had a home run in her last at-bat. She started the scoring for Simon. Laver misses just outside. If you can get that pitch, that's where you want to live. In the air to left center, Thiessen drifting to her right. She's not going to get there. Looks like she got a bad read on that ball. And it'll be a double to left center. Kirkpatrick will score. It's 8-3, Simon. Catcher number 4, Georgia Oak. Thiessen just kind of jogged after that one. Nice. 1-0 to Oak. So not the response Central was after taking game 1 8-0 on the back of a one-hitter from Rainey Harris. And that one is off the dome piece. Oak is down to first under her own power. Looks like she's okay. Center fielder number 12, Megan Duclos. That one off the top of the helmet there for Georgia Oak and caromed away. Wasn't a clean strike to the helmet, so she's okay. Count 1-0 as Laver misses. Inside, 2-0. Exactly. 2-1. Laver finds the strike zone there. Three and one. Not a great start out of the bullpen for Laver. 10 pitches, just 3 strikes. And at least one of those went into the left center field gap. Popped up. Benthagen drifting, and she will make the catch about a step and a half in front of the backstop. Laver gets out of the inning without any more damage. But Simon scores 5 runs on 6 hits. They leave 2 stranded and lead at 8-3 as we head to the bottom of the 4th. Bottom of the 4th, 8-3, Simon Fraser after they put up a 5 spot in the top half of the inning. Benthagen will stand in, looking to extend her hitting streak, sitting at 17 games right now. 2-0. Benthagen in the driver's seat. That one's foul, 2-1. Got something she liked there. Three and one. Benthagen grounded out to short in her only at-bat of the contest. Three one is down the right field line. Foul. It'll be 3-2. Full count on Benthagen. And that'll be ball 4, so the leadoff runner aboard. Third baseman number 11, Maya Seaton. Zakarchuk misses to open the at-bat. It's 1-0. Lace to short, 6-4. That one's going to be thrown away. It'll stay out of the dugout, though, so no damage done. One out, and Seaton's on first. Shortstop number 6, McKenna King. And Seaton over at first leads the Wildcats in stolen bases. Here's the 1-0. On the ground, Zakarchuk knocks it down. And now third is open. So Seaton will take second, and King is going to dance off of first. And Tina Andriana is going to come out. This, I doubt, is a pitching change. But it might just be a little get-together here to calm the minds down. Right fielder number 21, Jillian Hampson. Zakarchuk going to toe the rubber again. Hampson at 281 on the year. Count 0-1 to Zakarchuk. Or excuse me, from Zakarchuk to Hampson. Misses down 1-1. One ball, one strike, and one out. On the ground, right side. Not going to be able to get two. So Hampson's got a productive ground out there that scores a run. King advances to second. And it's 8-4. The pitcher, number 9, Ashley Laver. Swinging first pitch. This is in the air to right center. And the catch is made out there by Balkin, and that'll end the inning. The Wildcats get one. It's 8-4. Top of the 5th inning, Alex Ogue leads off. It's an 8-4 ball game. She is hitting .488 on the season. One in, one the count. Ogue yanks this one down the right field line. It's just fair, I think. And the catch is made. Hampson had a long way to go for that one. First baseman, number 18, Hannah Finkelstein. One and 0. Laver misses. In the air, shallow right. Hampson coming on. She's got the sinking liner. 2 down. Shortstop number 16, Hannah Boulanger. Laver makes quick work of the first 2 hitters of the inning. Count is 0-1. That one's downstairs, 1-1. Count even to Boulanger. She's hitting .328. Fouled away, 1-2. That pitch hung up a little bit too high in the zone, and Boulanger has her third hit of the game. The designated player, number 8, Katie Zagari. And here's Zagari. Designated player for Simon Fraser in the final game of this 4-game series. Oh, and 1 the count. Laver catches the outside corner. Skied on the right side. It's going to fall. Hampson the throw to third. Seaton tried to block it. Instead, Stacy Fournier blocks it. And she's in the coach's box, so nothing can be done about that. It looks like it caught her in the hand, though. Now everybody's going to take a second here. Runners on second and third. Second baseman, number 5, Rebecca Kirkpatrick. Boulanger still stretching out a little bit over there at third. Might have knocked the wind out of her when she slid. Got to clean the dirt out of the helmet, too. That's always important. Yeah, the torso wore most of that slide, it looks like, based on her jersey. Oh, and 1 the count. It's a hard slide into third. She's okay, though. Catches the inside corner. It's 1-2 to Kirkpatrick. Eight out of the last 10 pitches thrown from Laver have been strikes. So that one misses outside, 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 on. Weakly hit to shallow center. Thiessen drops it. And it is.
How do I edit that?
Right fielder, number 23, Janique Balkan. Balkan swinging. It's 0-1. Down on Balkan. This is stung into left and down. Decker couldn't get it. Rounding second, or third rather, and avoiding the umpire is Rebecca Kirkpatrick. It's a double for Balkan. And really a nice play by Kirkpatrick to avoid the home plate umpire at third. Left fielder number 3, Chelsea Huttner. It's now 11-4, however. And it's 0-1 to Hunter. On the ground is short. King fields it cleanly. The throw across retires Hotner, but the damage is still done. 3 runs come across on the inning on 3 hits. 1 error. They leave 1 stranded. 11-4 as we head to the bottom of the 5th. Bottom of the 5th, Carson Decker leading things off for Central Washington. They trail by 7. Simon Fraser with 11 runs on 13 hits. They've been helped along by 2 errors. And Decker will be tagged by Finkelstein in the base path for out number 1. Second baseman number 25, Harley Carpenter. And with 1 out, here's Carpenter. You're at that point in the ball game. You're playing from behind, so you've got to be a little more selective, and you can't ground out on back-to-back pitches in the bottom of the 5th inning, trailing by 7. And if you do, you better hit the ball hard somewhere, and neither of those were hit very hard. Center fielder number 20, Ali Thiessen. Inside 1-0. Thiessen at .430 on the season. That average dipped below 400 only ever so briefly. 2-0. You really don't want to leave a 7-run deficit on the board for the final 2 innings. It'd be nice if you could start chipping away here to at least stave off the 1 more run, putting you in the run rule situation. That'll be ball 4, a 4-pitch walk to Ali Thiessen. First baseman number 18, Brooke Jordan. Inside. 30 pitches for Zakarchuk out of the bullpen, 14 of them strikes. One and one, it's fouled off the backstop. Now the 1-1. Into center, Duclos. Here comes the throw to the plate, and sliding in safely is Thiessen. And it's 11-5. Catcher number 16, Alyssa Benthagen. Benthagen wearing the collar in this one, 0 for 1 with a walk, so that hitting streak on the line here. Off speed, 0-1. Changeup just floated in there. Stung to second, and Kirkpatrick makes a nice play. That will end the inning. The Wildcats get one run on one hit. It's 11-5 as we head to the top of the sixth. Pair of changes defensively for the Wildcats. Michaela Miller is on in the circle. Keegan Wise is coming to the game in right field. And time is called at the plate. Georgia Ogue will step out. And that one misses for a ball, 1-0. It's fouled back into the stands. And it's 2 balls and a strike. Three balls and 1 strike. Miller, first batter she's seen out of the bullpen, and she is way behind. Here's the 3-1. A 5-pitch walk to Ogue. And the number 9 hitter, Megan Duclos. Center fielder number 12, Megan Duclos. If the 11-5 scoreline stands, a bit of a disappointing end to this series for Central Washington. You take the first 3 games, including 2 walk-offs. You battle back in game number 2 yesterday. Can't quite complete the sweep. course, they do still have 6 outs. Try to get 6 runs back as that's over for a strike, 1-1. Thiessen has that one for out number 1. Third baseman number 7, Alex Ogue. Outside. It's the top of the order for Simon Fraser. They've done plenty of damage this season. Big jump off of first from Georgia Ogue. Same spot, it's 3-0. Trying to hit the outside corner and just missing is Miller. And that'll be strike 1, manages to find it on that one. On the ground a second, Carpenter. A quick flip to first for out number 2. Ogue advances to second. First baseman number 18, Hannah Finkelstein. Oh, and 1. Miller starts out. Finkelstein with a strike. On the ground, Seaton. On the run, the throw to first. And they leave 1 stranded on the inning. Bottom of the 6th, it'll be Seaton leading things off. Bottom of the 6th inning, a 6-run ball game. Central trailing 11-5. And here's Maya Seaton. Turns on one that might have hit her in the hip, and it's foul. Count 1-1 on Seaton. Popped up. Shallow right, and the catch is made for out number 1. Shortstop number 6, McKenna King. One and 0 to King is lifted foul. Another one foul.
Right under the goal.
Count 1 and 2 here on King.
That's about
Outside, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Zakharchuk trying to get her to chase. 2-2. Inside, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Weekly on the ground at second. Kirkpatrick makes the throw over, and there are 2 away. The right fielder, number 1, Keegan Wise. And here's the first plate appearance for Keegan Wise. She replaced Jillian Hampson in right.
here. I don't know. I can't see.
Michaela Miller is on deck. And it's 0-2 to Wise. One and 2. That one rolls in, and it's a ball. Chop foul by Wise. Oh! That one gets Keegan Wise, and she's earned first base there. Now batting the pitcher, number 8, Michaela Miller. Well, here's Miller for her first plate appearance. First pitch to Miller, a strike, 0-1. That was pitch number 54, Zakharchuk, 27 strikes. On the ground is second, going the easy way, and that'll end the inning. Top of the 7th, coming up, 11-5. Simon Fraser leads. Boulanger to lead things off here in the top of the 7th inning. And it's 0-1 for Miller. Chop foul. Outside, 1-2, a waste pitch. Maybe a little bit closer to that to get a swing and a miss. 1-2, 2-2. Three and two. So from 0-2 to 3-2. And the three balls have been rather uncompetitive. Popped up, foul territory, catch is made by Seaton for the inning's first out. Designated player number 8, Katie Zagari. That one hung up just a bit too high, and the fly ball as well is going to hang up just a bit too long. Allows Decker to camp under it down and left, and there are 2 away. Second baseman number 5, Rebecca Kirkpatrick. First pitch misses away, 1 ball and no strikes. Two and 0, it's outside. Wildcats wanted that one. That's a pitch that if you can get it, you're going to live out there. To left. Decker's there, and that'll end the inning. Bottom of the 7th coming up. The Wildcats are going to need 6 runs to tie it. Decker will lead off when we return. Decker standing in, and home plate umpire is going to call her out for stepping out of the box, even though there isn't a box on the ground. And now we're going to have no, we're not going to have a meeting, actually. Second baseman, 25, Harley Carpenter. First pitch, a called strike to Carpenter. In the air to left. Line out for out number 2. Central down to their final out. Center fielder number 20, Allie Thiessen. Central 5 runs on 6 hits. 2 errors defensively. Floats up high and stays there 1-0. One and one. Catches the inside corner. A nice spot there from Zakharchuk. Off the corner, 2-1. Another good spot, just a little too far off. Swing and a miss. Buried that one down and in on her. That's a dangerous pitch to left-handed hitters, that down and in pitch. A lot of them, that's the power, the sweet spot. Gets her to swing through it. This is a chopper back to the circle, and that'll be your ball game. Zakharchuk over to first. And that will do it. Simon Fraser managed to salvage 1 win in this series. And they take the 11-5 victory in the finale. For all of us here at Central Washington, thanks for tuning in, and have a great evening.